Okay, if you're a project professional, you're hearing about AI absolutely everywhere, right? But how do you actually get past the hype and start using it to make your projects better? Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and break down the official guidance from the Project Management Institute on how to make AI your most powerful new tool. So let's just get right to the heart of it, the single biggest question on every project professional's mind. Is AI a threat? Is this technology here to replace us? Or is it an indispensable ally that's actually here to make us better at our jobs?
And you know, the answer from industry leaders is becoming really clear. Understanding AI isn't just about staying current anymore, it's about fundamentally changing how we work. It's about shifting from being buried in repetitive tasks to being empowered by technology to do more strategic, high-value work. Honestly, it's getting to the point where ignoring it just isn't an option.
So what are we even talking about when we say AI? Well, at its core, AI is just a set of technologies that are designed to simulate human behavior. They allow machines to learn from experience and adapt to new situations, all without being explicitly programmed for every single little thing. Now, it really helps to understand that AI isn't just one thing. It's more like a family of technologies. You've got the big, broad concept of artificial intelligence at the top. A part of that is machine learning, where systems are trained on data. Go a level deeper, and you get to deep learning, which uses these super complex networks. And then, a subset of that is the generative AI that's powering so many of the tools you're probably hearing about today.
Okay, so we know what it is, but here's where it gets really fun. How do we actually apply this stuff strategically? To do that, we need a framework. And luckily, there's a simple but incredibly powerful one to guide us.
The secret isn't to just, throw AI at every single problem. The key is to be smart about it, to classify your tasks based on how complex they are, and, importantly, how much you, the human expert, need to be involved. When you start thinking that way, 3 really clear strategies emerge.
First up, we have automation. This is your go-to for all those low-complexity, repetitive tasks that just eat up your day. We're talking about things that need to get done but don't require a ton of human judgment. The goal here is simple: offload the grunt work.
Next, there's assistance. And for this one, I want you to think of AI as your co-pilot. It's here to help you draft things, analyze data, and build out your ideas. It gives you an amazing head start, but you are still firmly in the driver's seat, making the final calls and refinements. And finally, the third A is augmentation. Now, this is the highest level. This is where AI enhances your own strategic capabilities. You're using it as a true brainstorming partner to explore complex problems and basically supercharge your own expertise on your toughest challenges. And this table just lays it all out perfectly. It's a really simple relationship. As the complexity of the task goes up, so does the need for your direct human intervention. See, this isn't about replacing your judgment. It's about applying the right level of AI to the right kind of task. The spectrum is your guide. All right, so that's the theory. But theory is one thing, right? How does this whole 3 A's framework actually look in your day-to-day workflow? Let's dive into some concrete examples you can start thinking about today.
So let's start with automation. Again, think about those routine jobs that take up so much of your time but don't really require your deep strategic thinking. The goal here is just pure efficiency. Just imagine for a second, what could you do with all the time you'd get back if an AI could just automatically generate your weekly status reports? Or picture this, you walk out of a big meeting and boom, you instantly have a transcribed summary with all the key decisions and action items already highlighted. That is the power of automation. It handles the busy work so you can focus on the real work.
Now, let's talk about assistance. This is where AI gives you that powerful head start on more complex project documents and analysis. This is all about collaboration between you and the machine.
So instead of staring at a blank risk register, imagine getting a solid first draft in seconds, ready for you to then apply your expertise and refine it. Or picture an AI that doesn't just show you your schedule, but actively flags potential conflicts and even proposes solutions for you to consider. It's not taking over, it's making you faster and smarter. And finally, augmentation. This is where AI becomes a true strategic partner. This is where you use its incredible analytical power to enhance your most complex, high-stakes decisions. I mean, this is where things get really incredible. Think about being able to analyze all of your company's historical project data to forecast future risks with an accuracy you could never achieve on your own. Or what if you could run a sentiment analysis across thousands of stakeholder emails to get an early warning about brewing concerns? It's like having data-driven intuition at a massive scale.
Now, with all of this incredible power comes some pretty significant responsibility. We absolutely cannot talk about using AI without tackling the critical topic of using it ethically.
So this brings up a huge point. Who leads the charge on this? Well, the answer is us. As project professionals, we have a duty to make sure this technology is being used responsibly and ethically within our teams and our organizations. As professionals, this means we are on the hook for a few key things. We have to be really aware that AI can reflect biases from its training data. We're often handling sensitive info, so privacy is completely non-negotiable. And crucially, we can't just trust the output blindly. We have to check it, we have to validate it, and we need to push for transparency in how these tools actually work.
But among all these different considerations, there is one principle from the PMBOK guide that stands above all the rest. And it's this: no matter how smart the tool gets, a human should always be accountable for each decision. That accountability has to rest with a person, not the machine. Period.
So, where does all this leave us? What does this actually mean for the future of your career as a project professional? Let's talk about where we go from here. The key takeaway is this: AI isn't replacing the project professional. It's elevating the role. By handling the routine, repetitive tasks, AI allows you to focus more of your time and your energy on strategy, on leadership, on stakeholder engagement, and on complex problem solving. All the things that we humans do best. And that leaves us with one final provocative thought to chew on. As AI gets better and better at handling the what and the when of project management, how will you redefine your role to absolutely master the why and the who? How will you leverage your uniquely human skills to deliver a level of value we've never seen before?